Hello everyone, this is Jia Parekh. I am in grade 11 studying the course of Business Administration in Aspinodhan Academy. I am conducting this interview to help the younger and in today's generation build their own successful business. I am here with Mr. Prakash Kamalwala. Sir, please can you introduce yourself?
I am Prakash Dilip Katrala, proprietor of Prakash Consulting Services. I have been working in this field of employees provident fund organizations, employees state insurance and labor and other statutory developers with a span of more than 35 years into this field. I started my journey in a very simple belief that compliance should not be a burden and it should be a bridge of trust between the employer, employee and government. Okay. So today PCS has been a trusted advisory partner for compliance and different sectors like manufacturing, hospitalities. We are into various other COCO operators like the CNG operators are there, and well structured statutory compliance and ethical governance we are doing it here.
Okay. So can you please explain your role in this business?
I will just say we are into like a bridge. Again, I tell you, it's a bridge of end-to-end compliance, which are the day-to-day statutory laws which are changing. We explain the employees their benefits, how to take the benefits. Okay, we have a dedicated team for that. We have some team who are we are preparing the policies also, some HR policies also which are prepared, which are being linked with the statutory compliances.
Okay. So, what is the size of your team? I mean, how many people are working for you?
We have around about 5 to 10 employees on our payroll and various other associates pan-India which are helping us for all the registrations, litigation matters and local matters of respective states.
So it's a small scale business.
Yeah, we are into MSME business.
Okay. So can you please share any achievement or success story from your life?
There are many stories are there. Okay. But some of the stories was like wherein we had been introduced into one of the organization. They were facing some challenges wherein some demand was there by the government department, which was at a huge in lakhs of rupees. When we intervened into the issue, we reduced the amount to a certain amount wherein it was totally as per the statutory limit.
Okay. So have you received any awards or anything?
It's not an award, it's like a day-to-day regular consulting firm was it. There is not an award or something for that.
Okay. So when you were starting this business, when you were very new in this industry, what were the challenges that you faced while building this business?
Whenever any business is started, trust should be there. Building a trust is main. If trust is there into the respective field, many people they take some shortcuts also. But when we started the business, we built a trust. And based on trust, today the PCS is being trusted compliance partner.
Okay, so how do you plan and organize your daily work? Is there a specific schedule or a plan that
No,
you
it's
follow?
not specific schedule. From 1st to 30th, everything is busy, but from 1st to 15th is a very crucial time where there some deadlines are there for submissions and payment of the statutory laws.
Okay. So how do you solve your daily problems or unexpected challenges that you might face?
Every challenge is not enough. We take it the task as every challenge only. Whether it's a small task or a big task, it's a challenge for us.
So what you're saying is that every task is a challenge for you that keeps
Yes,
you motivated
yes.
and dedicated to your work.
And I'll tell you, in the business also, the young, for them, a small task is also a challenge. Don't think, okay, it's a very small, I will handle it. Sometimes that small task converts into big challenges.
That's really good advice. So how do you communicate and motivate your team members?
We have our dedicated blogs, WhatsApp channels, there are many other followers are there. We upload the notification, we do not upload the notification. We explain the content of the notification, what changes are there, what earlier changes were there, okay? And then we upload it on the respective blog and the WhatsApp channels.
So how does this motivate your team members?
Yeah, so they read my content which have been uploaded, okay? We take a group study and explain how this is going to affect our regular work and how to explain to the client.
So you're saying that communication is the main strategy that you follow.
Yes.
It keeps a member dedicated and motivated.
Any business which any youngsters are doing, that they should keep them updated with all the respective laws, the statutory laws or the state laws or the local laws.
That's true. We should be thinking about the technology and all
Yes.
the newcomers. What do you do if two of your team members have different opinions about a project? How do you handle the situation?
We listen to the opinions of the team members. Okay, there might be some might be positive, some might be negative, but we just say okay, what law says we have to follow.
Okay. So
Law does not change.
yeah.
When it is gazetted into the system, it becomes an act, and act cannot be changed.
Yeah. So is there any recent example that you've faced while?
Again, every notification or every update is a challenge, and it's like a challenge for us.
Okay. So how do you manage the mistakes and interpersonal conflicts of your team members?
So we have a process of checking the respective data, where the checker and maker is there. The junior person will upload and prepare the data, and a senior person who is into this field for last more than a decade or something will check the data, and then only will proceed further for the submission to the government and the employer.
So you're saying that there are almost no mistakes in this
No.
business. That's really impressive. It shows that you're a good leader. Would you like to give some advice to the youth who wants to start a business in this industry?
So the business, when they start, a trust should be built in. Okay. Once you build the trust, the name will be circulated. Okay, now this is a very trusted partner or this is a business person. Okay, and follow the law.
Okay. So do you think about expanding your business or diversifying?
We already expanded the business to a pan India.
Okay.
Okay. So today we have many sectors like hospital sectors are there, MNC companies are there, the chain restaurant business are there, the fashion business are there.
So I've diversified in many businesses.
Yes.
That's really impressive. So thank you for your time. It was really nice to know about you and your business. It shows that you are a good leader and you are doing a good leadership. Your team members must be really happy to have you as a leader.
Thank you very much.
So thank you. Hello everyone, I'm Jia Parekh. I'm studying in grade 11, the course of Business Administration in SP Nutan Academy. So I'm conducting this interview with Mr. Robert to help the younger and today's generation build a successful business. So Mr. Robert, can you introduce yourself?
Good morning, everyone. My name is Robert De Silva, and it's been around 20 years I work in the field of retail in the jewelry industry. So 20 years has been a pretty long time for me in this field, and there are many things which I've learned in this field as far as the interview which I'm right now giving to you. So you are much more specifically like if someone wants to start this entrepreneur, how he should do it, what are the difficulties that is going to come. These are the things that you want to know, right?
Yeah.
Fine. I think so I can answer most of the questions, don't worry. So what is your first question right now?
Yeah, so what kind of business do you do, and can you please explain your role in this business?
Well, we are in the retail industry in fine jewelry. So a lot of concepts are there. Fine jewelry is a very vast industry, especially in India, because Indian culture is basically into jewelry is a part of it. Like, every household in India does have jewelry.
Yeah.
Without jewelry, Indian house is not possible. I mean, you go to any house in India, it's like, part of life.
It's common.
Yeah, it's very common. It's a part of life. No Indians like, specifically even the functions, the holidays or the celebrations, religious ceremonies that we have, like if we say Diwali, you get Dhanteras, Akshaya Tritiya. So these are like, much more with our beliefs, with our culture. So jewelry is always a part of it.
Yeah.
So it's a luxury, it's an auspicious metal, brings good luck, prosperity. So these are one of the factors. That's why much of the people in India, especially in India, it's a very booming business. Yes, as you can see right now, recently in the past 6 months, if we see the gold rates which have gone,
Yeah.
it's gone tremendous high. It's gone at least around, I presume in the past 3 months, it has been a record-breaking time for at least around 3 times it has broken the records of how high the rates of gold have gone up. So that's how it is being just progressing from the time. Like if you see an evaluation for the past 50 years, so it has risen tremendously. And for the past 20 years, it has just skyrocketed. That's what I can tell.
The demand is increasing and
Yes,
increasing.
yes.
So what is the size of your team? I mean, how many members are working for you?
Basically, for us, I work as a manager. So under me, like I've got so many people, like at least around 70 people right now.
Oh,
That's only in this one show at Borivali. So there are at least around 70 people. Among them, even if I talk about the sales staff, at least around 50 of them is only the sales staff that we have.
it must be difficult to manage them.
It takes experience. It takes your, it depends upon your caliber, how you do it. I mean, you go to any field, like if you have that caliber, you can do anything. So if you have got the caliber of handling this much, so yes, you can do it.
That's true. Can you please share any achievement or a success story from your life?
Achievement, frankly speaking, like if you right now, at the present where I'm working right now, Home Jewelers. So in Borivali, it is that, at least I can say it's among one of the best ones. I mean, there are many brands all over the world. If you see, in India especially, you got a lot of brands, like, everyone having a lot of shops in all over India.
Competition is fierce.
It is fierce, but we can proudly say that in Borivali, at least in Mumbai, we are one of the best competitors. I mean, even you take any of the brands which are there, so we give them a very good competition. I mean, they cannot compare themselves to us.
Yeah,
So that's how we are very
You have
good.
built that trust in the customers.
Right. Trust is one of the main factors in any business, especially in places like Borivali, Mulund, Ghatkopar, where we have got outlets. So we have kept our trust. People believe in us also. The reason why basically business has got only two concepts. One is you give the best quality and you give at a good price.
Yeah.
If anyone wants to do this business, so you have to keep two things. First of all is gain trust of the customer. Second thing is give them the best quality that you can and at an affordable price.
Yeah. So are there any challenges that you have faced while becoming a successful leader?
Challenges are always there. Any person who wants to do something like, if he does not accept challenge, he cannot achieve success.
That's true.
If you want to achieve success, you have to take the risk. I mean, there's a common saying, अगर तैरना सीखना है तो पानी में तो कूद ही मारना. So that is how business is also. When you want to do something, you will have to get into it,
Yeah.
and then your true identity comes out.
The main factor is risk taking.
Yeah, it is always. I mean, even very frankly speaking, every day of life, everyone takes risk. In business is also like only you have to take the risk. Decision makings are very important. Sometimes decision makings are towards your side, sometimes they are not. But that's a part of business.
Yeah.
You have to cope up. You cannot say 100% I am always going to be successful. There are times when in business, when there are some errors in decision
We learn
making.
from our failures.
Yes, so that's one of the main factors. Whatever decision making goes wrong, you have to learn something, then you have to improvise. That's the main factor.
Yeah. So what measures do you take to check if the tasks are done by your members? Team members.
A lot of things are there. Like, you have every, like, business has got a lot of steps, frankly speaking. Every role, every type of business, everything has got a specific role. I mean, as a management level, I've got a specific business. As my staff, which is who are handling the counters, the ones who are handling the staff, the ones, even the peons, who is the office boys who are there, they've got the specific roles. Everyone has got a specific roles with their responsibilities. If they can understand that, so everything moves up very smoothly. You should know your part and what your role is in the management or in the complete organization, and if you work according to it, then everything is fine.
Yeah. So how do you solve your daily problems or unexpected challenges that might arise?
You have to always be very matured enough. I mean, every day is a new challenge, frankly speaking. There is never, especially in retail industry, it is always with, you will never find a specific type of customer coming up with only some specific problems. Every day there's a new challenge. There's always something new in retail industry. So you cannot expect, like, there's a specific pattern. There is no specific pattern in retail industry. A customer might come up with any kind of query, with any kind of errors. Then you have to just first of all check out what is the error, what is the query that is asking for, and then you have to satisfy his needs according to that.
Can you give an example that might have happened in recent years?
Recently, a lot of things has happened. Like, specifically sometimes when a customer comes up, we always try a little best to give them the best quality. But very frankly speaking, like sometimes it really becomes very hard. Like we go through a lot of thorough checkings with our quality, with what products we're giving, what designs we're giving. But sometimes, yes, we all human beings and we take a lot of care. But sometimes some mistakes do come up, and sometimes it does happen. So one of the incidents is like, customers sometimes they have taken a chain or something. We know that chain, there's never an issue. Because chain is a machinery chain and there's never an issue. But sometimes, because most of the work is always done by soldering also. Soldering is a part of how do you just clasp up all the ornaments together. So yeah, in a rare occasion when we did the quality control, it was fair enough, but I don't know how the customer just broke it up. Then you have to check it out. And somewhere we know that product was not broken, right? I mean, through experiences we know that this has not happened because it's a machine chain and this cannot happen.
Yeah.
Because it's we have checked out quality control also and everything else. But then yet it was a customer's mistake, because kahin na kahin pull ho gaya tha. It was maybe while sleeping or something. But then the customer.
You can't blame the customer.
Yeah, you cannot blame the customer. The customer that we know the customer has made a mistake. But then for business you have to compromise. You have to accept that. Okay, boss, it's fine. We'll do something for you. We'll do a replacement for you. So that's some of the answers that you have to be very. Sometimes you have to take a back step also. Why? Because today if I take a back step, that customer will again come back to me. So it's a very, very, very complicated. But somewhere you have to be very, very agile. You have to be very, very. Customers are very sensitive, frankly speaking. They know what I want. That is their main intention. And somewhere they are right because they are spending hard-earned money. So we have to take care of that. Like, okay, you're spending money, so we have to pamper them.
Yeah.
So that's one of the main factors of business, pampering, karna padta.
So you build trust by pampering them and giving them the best service. So how do you communicate and motivate your team members?
Well, there's always a saying in business, seeing back or seeing negative does not help out. I mean, if you take anything negative, so everything is negative. When you try to find positivity in negativity, that's the advantage at your. In business, there is no negativity. You will always have to say everything positive. Like you always have to find out. I have got staff. I cannot say all my staffs are the best. There will be some staff who is the most successful, who is a very good creative person, who is a well performer, and then there are some staff who is an average performer who always performs at an average level, and then there are some staff which are underperformers. So somewhere, but I have to take all the three of them together. Somewhere I have to make them build their confidence. I have to check in them what is their qualities. Sometimes I have to mix the best competitive person with a person who is not competitive.
So you communicate with them.
I have to communicate. I'll have to train them. I have to give them some classes or something. Training modules. Like how can I train you? How can I bring the best out of you?
Yeah. So communication is the main strategy that you follow.
Yes. Communication is always.
Okay. So what do you do if two of your team members have a different opinions about a situation?
Well, very frankly speaking, it is always advisable as a manager or as a leader. It is always important to listen to both the sides.
Yeah.
Sometimes you know that this, one side is always going to be one person, one side is always going to be right, the other side is always going to be wrong. But how do you put it in front of them? That is an art.
Yeah.
You cannot say no, you are wrong. Somewhere you are saying, okay, fine, this person is right, but somewhere what you are saying is also okay. But remember one thing, somewhere this makes a lot of. I cannot say no, you are wrong. That makes it gives a bad impression. It puts his reputation down because both of them are the same class, both of them are working together, both of them are the flow. So I will not put this person on top and this person on. I try my level best to put him. Okay, you are good. Boss, you're also not bad. Although somewhere I'm saying you are wrong. But I'm not putting that way. I say, boss, you're not bad, but somewhere a little bit of much more thing can be done like this way. I think so. If we try this one, it will also be better.
Yeah, you will become a little gentle.
Yes. You have to be gentle. You have to be very smart in how you put your words.
Yeah, that's true. So, how do you manage your team members and their interpersonal conflicts?
Conflicts always is simple. It happens on the flow. Suppose if it's on the flow, so it is always advisable. I take them back, bring them to the office, make them sit down, make them relax for some time, and then just try to find out what the conflict is. And then according to the conflict, then you have to find a solution for it. Sometimes it's like, you have to bring them one-to-one. If the matter is not that huge, it's okay, fine. Finish our guys, we have to concentrate on the business. These things are bound to happen because it's an everyday. Come on, cool down. So sometimes you cool them out, sometimes the matter is very serious, then you have to bring them to the office, sit down one-to-one. Boss, what is the thing? See, don't do this way. Something this is that, try to do it this way. Try to mold him up, try to bring out some positivity, try to show him where he's having a mistake or something. And then just try to sort it out.
Again, communication.
Communication is always important.
Yeah. So would you like to give some advice to the youth who wants to become a leader in this business?
For the youth, I can only tell one thing. If you want to do something in life, you have to take risk. Risk is very important, but calculated risk. Before taking a risk, it is always learn as to what you are going to do. You have to first plan up as what you are going to do. Planning is very important. Some people may be having a lot of money, yes, but only shelling out money into a business does not make any sense. You need a plan, you need some experienced people with you, you need guidance from some people, and especially some people who have got knowledge into this business. It is always, in any business, I mean, you should always have a guidance of that person who has got an experience in that business. Shelling out money is a bit different. Many people are there who, even without money, many of them have tried businesses and they have been successful. But the main reason is experience. That is one of the main factors. They have always had some person who has given them experience in doing that. So always experience counts. Whatever business you're going to do, always have someone who has got an experience in that. And second thing is planning. When you plan up, when you have got a foresight of what is going to happen after 6 months, how are you going to cope up with it, then I'm sure you can do any business and a successful business.
So thank you for the great advice. They'll keep in mind. So thank you for your time, and it was really good to know about this business and how do you manage your team members and the entire business. So thank you for your time.
Thank you very much. Have a nice day to you also.
Have a nice day to you.